Okay, what is up? What is up? It's been a while. Oh, I am so sorry. That was not supposed to happen. 1 second. Over here kicking my own camera. Come on, come on, come on. Where's my key light? Okay. What is up, you guys? What is up? I mean, it's been a while. It's been a long, long while. I wanted to come on here because I was just feeling it. I was recording a video. I recorded 2 videos actually. So, who is this person? Who is she? It's me. I'm not the problem, but it's me. And I'm just like excited. The thing about New Year's is that it really brings, like, I'm always excited in January and then I'm not. And I've been going through a little like restructuring. I've been thinking about like how to not rebrand my business, but basically refresh, I will say. So I got away from a lot of the products and services that I was providing. I got away from a lot of the things that were causing me friction and frustration in my business. And I said, I said to myself, in this new year, I'm just going to streamline. I'm only going to offer this one main thing, and then everything else will be kind of like an additive, but it's also not going to be something that I'm promoting. It's not going to be something that I'm trying to upsell people on, because I really am getting into teaching, getting into coaching people and on what I do, and I don't want to be busy. And I think that's the thing that people don't realize about owning a business is you're in control. People think, "Oh no, it's the customers," but it's like, actually, in the social media world, it's you, because if you don't post, if you're not interacting, if you're not engaging with your audience and the people that are watching you, that'll dictate if, you're going to have sales or not. So I started to scale back and not promote as much. Like, I'm not consistently posting. I was very bad at posting in the first place, but I'm not being strategic about it like I was coached to do, because I'm trying to scale back from the business being so active. And then also, I'm trying to get into a different part of my business, which the business is a different part of my business, which I've added on, which is coaching and helping people. Hi, Maddie. Which is coaching and helping people in my free community on school. And also, I'm learning school. I'm learning how to use it. I'm learning how all that works. So that's also a challenge too. So the reason I titled this video New Year, New You is because people don't think about pivoting as people think when you pivot in business that it has to be this complete 180 from where you were. And it's not. It doesn't have to be that. It can just be that you're restructuring your business, you're rebranding, or you're reshaping how your business looks. And for me, that looks like, instead of doing balloons and backdrops and event planning and all that stuff, I'm just scaling all the way down to thrones. We do throne rentals. I know you see balloons behind me, but I was teaching a balloon class, so that's why balloons are behind me. And then we will have balloons as an add-on, but it's not something that I'm going to upsell people on. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, and by the way, are you interested in our balloon services?" No. If they know we have balloons, if they look at our website, they know that balloons are a part of the business, but at the same time, it's not something that I'm actively promoting. Even on our inquiry form, it pretty much says ask about our other services, but it doesn't like say, if you want to add on, this is how much it is. I've also streamlined our inquiry form to just, have the prices on there for one. So it's not a bunch of back and forth with the client. And then also, Um, the inquiry form is very straightforward. It's like these are your color choices, these are the size choices. If you're interested and want to move forward, fill this out and we'll let you know if it's available. Just very like straightforward, because I was doing this song and I was wasting a lot of time doing the song and dance with people about, well, how much, like, oh, I'm interested. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then they're like, well, what colors do you have? Well, what sizes do you have? Well, how big is this? Well, how big is that? You know what I mean? So I put all that information on the form. Don't have to ask me that. Look at the form. If you look at the form, you'll have that question answered. Hi, who's that? Fee Saran. Hey, Jason. Hi, I guess that's a hi. Oh yeah, he did say hi. Hey Jason, what's up? So it's like new year, new you, new year, new me. Pivoting in business, why we do it. People think that if you're always pivoting, you're uh I guess like you're unsure of your business, and I don't think that's what that is. I think pivoting in business is just you getting more clear, because when you start, thank you. Yeah, I'm a Marvel girl. I love Groot. I love all the Marvel characters, but Groot's kind of my favorite. Groot and Storm. But people think when you're pivoting in business that it's about, oh, they're unsure, oh, they look like, and sometimes, I don't get me wrong, sometimes people that pivot a lot, I wouldn't say pivot frequently or pivot every month or pivot every year even. But I will say, if something is not you should be reevaluating your business every quarter, every 6 months, every year, to see what's working and to see what's not working. And if something's not working, why are you going to continue to do it? It's kind of um like, I mean, the only thing I could think is like McDonald's and the McRib. Like, they got rid of the McRib for a reason. And now it's like an exclusive thing where they only bring it back like they only bring it back like at certain times. So that's kind of like them pivoting, where it's like, oh, we know this time of year we have the biggest sales, so we're going to bring it back for this time of year and then take it away. That's a pivot. That's them pivoting just slightly for a few months. To answer your question, Jason, I teach balloons, how to build your balloon business. I had a balloon business, but now I've moved more into just balloon rental, not balloon rentals, throne rentals. And we still have balloons as an add-on, but I just recorded a balloon class a few minutes ago, and that was kind of motivating me to get on here. Man, I wrote down some notes. So I think another thing that people don't talk about enough in business is grieving your old business. For a while, we had a venue. We had a venue for almost 2 years, which is an event space where you could have baby showers, birthday parties. We had a couple. Did we have a wedding? We had a wedding. We had an engagement party. Thank you, Jason. we had we had a rap battle there. We had comedy shows there. It was a really fun business to be in. It was just our location. Our location was very, very bad. I think when we picked the location, it was great, but we didn't consider the parking as a big factor. So that is a big factor when you have a venue. And thank you. And also, nobody could foresee this, but one of our neighbors was trying to boost his sales, and he got a influencer to come. He paid an influencer to come to his barbecue spot, and so their barbecue spot went viral. So what went from them just being busy during the week, Monday through Friday, people getting dinner after work type of thing, turned into them being booked and busy 7 days a week, which, because we're neighbors and we're sharing the parking, it's, community parking, it killed our event space. It really, like, people were very like, I can't even get in there to make an appointment. I can't even get in there to see the venue because I can't find parking. People are scared about getting towed just to view the event space. And so it really started to kill our sales, kill our rentals, and add a Q&A sticker. I don't know. um, it really started to. Okay, I don't know. This like thing is asking me to. I don't know what this is. I don't know. These live features are crazy. Um, so it really started to kill our business, and so I didn't want to give it up, but the owners were really nice. The owners of the property were really nice, and they let us like basically get out of our lease early. Even gave us a refund, partial refund, because we did put new floors in there, like $8,000 for floors. And so they gave us like a partial refund of that because obviously we're not going to take the floors with us. So, and we really improved the space. Like, everything was painted. We added like an accent wall. So there were just things that, you know, I really wish we could have done differently. Or if I would have known, maybe I would have been looking for a new space ahead of time if I would have known that was coming. But you don't, when something ends, whether it be a friendship, a relationship, a job, a business, there's a grieving process that happens. And I didn't know that that was a thing until, we let go of the venue beginning of 20, like basically a year ago today. We moved out January of 2025. And I was grieving for a while. I was grieving for a long, long while, and I was unaware of it. I was unaware that that's what that was. I was really like down and just feeling very dark and heavy all the time, and just kind of like angry and just frustrated with business stuff. And I couldn't figure out until I listened to like a few podcasts, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And, that's one thing that people don't talk about in business is they don't talk about grieving your old business. Hi, Luxury Kiwi. I'm talking about grieving your old business when you let it go or have to close it down, or you basically stop it altogether. I mean, my husband at one point, he's still a trucker now, but he did like own his own truck at one point, and then he unfortunately was in his truck, and his truck broke down, and it would have cost more to fix the truck than to just, sell. It was better to sell it than to try and fix the truck, because he would have basically lost money trying to fix it. So he ended up selling the truck and getting a local job. And even that, like, he went through a little bit of like a depression and a grieving process when he let go of his truck, because all he wanted to do was be a trucker and own his own truck. And it's like you're not grieving the actual loss, but you're grieving like the idea that you like had this goal. Like, my whole goal was getting a venue. My husband's whole goal was being a trucker and owning his own truck, And then when that doesn't happen, when something doesn't go the way that you dreamed it, or your dream is very short-lived, it's hard to take. It's really, really hard to take. And I don't think enough people in business talk about that, because, and especially nowadays with like a lot of mental health, like you really need to, address that, and assess your feelings and assess what you're going through. And I think it took me a while to figure out like that's what was going on with me. And that's what made me start to look at, okay, that happened. I'm feeling this way, but do I still want to be in business? And how is that going to look moving forward? So it took all of 2025 to kind of navigate what my new business structure was going to be without the venue. And so that's what made me like, invest a little more into rentals. So like renting backdrops, renting this like great thing here. It's like a grid. It's like a 2x6 grid that's a backdrop, and you can add balloons to it. You can add a shimmer wall to it, or one of those what else do they call those? Glitter walls, flower walls. You can add any kind of wall to it, to make it stationary. I've added print it through, like not 3D printouts, but like a printout, oversized printout of someone for their birthday, you know. So just investing in things here and there. We were renting out our tables and chairs from our venue, and then that got to be a little too much, and then we ended up having to sell the tables and chairs because we just didn't have the manpower. We were always having to rent a U-Haul, and that was just not not the business model. You know, so it's like, so that's a part of pivoting too, is like grieving your old business, grieving, you know, and letting go of the idea of what your business was and what it is now. If you're completely pivoting, then you're doing the 180. But if you're not completely pivoting, you really want to think about like what's going to fulfill me. And now I want to do things that are, as I get older, I want to do things that are easy. I want to do things not easy in terms of, oh, I can make money in my sleep, but I want to do things that don't have so much friction. You know, it's like we have so much BS going on in the world, so much BS going on in our neighborhoods. And as soon as you walk out the door at our full time jobs, because I still have a full time job too, with all this going on, I still have a full time job. I still have 3 kids. I'm still married. Like, I have all these things going on. So I don't have time to waste time on little trivial things. And so I don't want to fight with customers. I don't want to fight with clients to convince them that what I have is what they need. I just want them to know that that's it. And if it's not a right fit, then fine. I used to chase clients. I used to chase people, like follow up with them. And, you know, and some follow up is good, especially if it's like you've had a rapport with the person or you've been going back and forth a few times just trying to get things right. Sometimes follow up is necessary because if it's around the holidays or someone's personal life gets busy, that follow up is warranted. But if it's someone just inquiring and window shopping, basically, you don't have to keep following up with people. You don't have to keep checking in. You don't have to chase them. You know, that's not something that you really need to do. And so, as a part of my pivoting, I've pared everything down to just the throne rentals, add on balloons if they want, add on a backdrop if they want. I'm actually going to outsource the backdrops. I'm actually also outsourcing marquee numbers. I don't want to store all that stuff, you know, myself. So I'd rather pay someone to do it and just meet me at the location than for me to store all those things and then I have to actually have a storage facility. I think at one point when we had tables and chairs and we were renting those out, our storage was like $250 a month. Okay, it went from like 150 to over the course of a year, $250, and then they were gonna raise it again. And I'm like, it's only it's only been 12 months. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, and the tables and chair rentals weren't keeping up with that price point and that demand. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, as much as we have to get a U-Haul, and I mean, a U-Haul will run you $100 already. So then, even if I'm getting paid $100 to rent my stuff out, you know, I'm not even gonna get that back. Happy Friday, Daniel. You know, so it's just like really, really crazy. And then the last thing I'll talk about is trying something new. So new year, new everything. It's Friday. Happy Friday. It's Friday. I love Fridays because I usually have a very slow Friday at my 9 to 5. And then also every other Friday I'm off. So I love Fridays. My kids get out of school early. So it's like I have like the whole afternoon. And it's just like I love Fridays. And then on top of it, it's a new year. So just like the excitement of the new year makes me want to try something new. And so one of the things that I've started and I've been consistent with, and I'm very like my consistency was as far as like social media stuff and just online anything was just non-existent before the new year. But since I've started this new thing, my consistency has been on point. It doesn't even, it used to be like being consistent was like a chore. It felt like a chore. It felt hard. And now I do this. I run my free community on a consistent basis. Like I'm excited about it. Like I look forward to, and even when I have lives over there, no one shows up and I'm still happy. And I know that's crazy to say, but I'm still happy. Like I'm still happy even when no one's there. Like, and I don't know if that's like normal or I mean, who cares? It's normal for me. I'll just say that. So it's like, but I like that. I don't know if it's the new year making me consistent and excited, um, but doing this new community thing and teaching and coming up with lesson plans, like I didn't even see myself as this, teaching, coaching, mentoring, but it's just an exciting thing. And hi, is it Lonnie Lacey? Hi, Lonnie Lacey. It's funny, my brother's name. My brother's name is Lonnie. So, hi, Lonnie Lacey. Hi, girl. Hi, guy. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, but yeah, but I'm just like very excited. I've always given people advice. I've always worked with other vendors and helped them behind the scenes. But doing this community and um, teaching teaching online is something new. And so that's something that I'm very excited about. Hi, Savannah. Hi. What does that say? Biscuits Life. Hi, hope your night is going great. Can you give me a random number between 1 and 66? 3? What are you up to, Biscuit Life? I wonder what that means. Okay, the number is 3. That's just my favorite number. So, number is 3. 6. God. Not a 6-7. I am haunted by that 6-7 stuff. Oh my gosh. That's funny, Savannah. 3 is close enough to 66, so I'll send 66 gifts. Oh, okay. Awesome. I don't know what gifts are, but okay. See, that's what I'm saying, but I am so sorry. I am not well versed in going live. I love YouTube. I use the YouTube all the time. Cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Biscuits. Look at, I don't know. Can you guys see this too? The number, the 100, what is it? Nice. Okay. I don't know what that means, but cool. I like it. I like it. I like the little animation. It's like a fire emoji behind the behind the number multiplier. So he's gonna give me 100, do 100 times 66. Okay. Okay, okay. Go Biscuits. Thank you. Thank you. That's so awesome. That's a cool feature. I've never seen that before, but awesome. So thank you so much, Biscuits. So yeah, so I don't know. That's all the points I had. Oh, thank you. Either way, thank you. Have a good night, Biscuits. Thank you for tuning in. I'm probably only gonna go 30 minutes anyway. But yeah, trying something new in the new year is always exciting. I really hope, I want to encourage anyone here, anyone watches this as a replay, is just try something new. Like trying something new, it can be discouraging. It can like be frustrating because that's how I was feeling in the beginning when I started exploring what school was. Like they have this like free trial period. And so I was exploring like, okay, how can I use this? How can I work this? I had put stuff in there. I had, had this whole structure, had this whole idea. And then it's still like, I think the first week of running it, the first couple of weeks of running it, it started to feel like a chore again. And so I was like inconsistent. I was missing my lives on there and I was missing like these, lessons that I had planned, all because I was getting discouraged that no one was showing up. I was getting discouraged that I was trying to fit it in between like picking up my son from practice and picking up my daughter from school. And so I had to kind of reconfigure everything and figure out, okay, what is making this hard? And so my advice to you guys is whenever you are trying something new, just give it time. It's not going to work 100% correctly the first time. It's not going to work in the first week, but you have to keep at it and you have to basically, it's like extra. Now I know I'm probably the last person that should be talking about exercise, but in my fit girl days, it's like exercise. Like the more you do it, the more your muscles have this memory of like, oh, I know how to do this, or oh, I know. And I feel like trying something new, no matter what it is the same way. Where it's like, if you get used to posting and it not being a chore, then you'll start to be consistent. And so I had to find the right time of the day to record. I had to find the right time of the day to do the stuff on the back end in the community that fit into my schedule and made it feel like it's not a chore anymore. And once I did that, I've just been off to the races. I've just been super consistent and just super like on everything. And so that's what I hope to be able to convey to you guys, be able to share that with you guys and pour into you guys that watch me here on YouTube and join my community over on school. I just want to encourage you to like just keep working at whatever you're trying until it starts to feel fun. Until it starts to feel not like a chore. Give it 30 days, 90 days, like give it a significant amount of time. It's going to at least take 30 days at the least. I would say 30 to 90 days is a good trial period to see if something's working. You know what I mean? And um and it's crazy how whether you have kids or not, it's like advice that you'll give to like your younger self or advice that you'll give to like a younger person is usually the advice that you need to give to yourself. And I would always tell my kids, don't give up, keep trying. And I'd be over here like, girl, are you talking to yourself? Because I think that tea that you just gave your son or that tea that you just gave your daughter, you should be giving that to yourself. Like put up a mirror, like put that mirror in front of your face and you're talking to yourself, because nothing really changes when you're a kid to an adult except your responsibility. Yeah, you mature. Yeah, you obviously your body changes, all the getting older things, ha ha ha. But it's really like life is still life. Things are hard. And at every age, at every stage of life, there's going to be things that are difficult and there's going to be things that are easy. And there's going to be some things that you need to go through the storm and the difficulty of that to get to the good thing on the other side. And so I say all that to say that in this new year, if you guys that are watching this want to build a balloon business or you want to just build a business in general, and you've never been to college and you've never been to a business class or you've never been into any kind of business, marketing, branding, anything like that, then I suggest joining my school. A lot of the free stuff over there is very valuable. A lot of the free stuff over there is a weekly thing that you can tune into and plug into. There's freebies over there that I try and attach something new, some kind of bonus to everything that I post over there. So you're getting the most value and it's free. And then the paid version is even better. It's only $9 a month. And the paid version has so much value. You're getting way more, like you're getting ebooks and things that I sell for $9, but you're getting it for the $9 a month. So you're getting like 4 or 5 ebooks basically for $9. So basically $40 of value for $9 plus monthly workshops for the premium members. And then there's an extra tier that if you want to really, really scale up, if you really you're already in business, but you really want like one-on-one tailored advice, then that's the VIP, and that's $100 a month. But I don't plan on having a lot of people in there because I really want to talk to a lot of the beginners and a lot of the people that are just starting and trying to find their way. And if you are watching this live or on a replay, please tune into some of my other videos. There was a video that I did last week, I think it was, or did I put it on there? It was about niching. I don't know if I put it on my YouTube channel, but that's what I'm going to do this weekend. So it's about niching down and finding your niche and finding like what lane you want to be in, like what lane do you want to be in? So just yeah, just happy new year. Hope you guys excuse me. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gross. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be posting this once I get some details in the description. Posting this for replay. Please watch it to its entirety. It's really supposed to be encouraging. It's supposed to give you guys some insight. I don't know if I wanna put this as a podcast, but I don't know if I can. So we'll figure it out. But yeah. But thank you, Biscuits, again for your sticker thingy that you did. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.